Hello guys, here I am live on a Monday after Christmas. Merry Christmas. Joy to the world, joy to you guys. Thank you guys for joining me on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Thank you guys so much for tuning in Monday through Friday when I go live, for tuning in on this beautiful Monday, December 27th. My name is Raul, winwiththecoach.com if you want to find out a little bit more about what I do. I go live Monday through Friday, giving you guys some motivation, giving you guys tools, personal development, life skills, whatever it is that I think that we all need in order to get ahead in life. If you guys saw the header, tonight's live is about how to break out of depression. Now, there is no perfect people. There is no one can escape even a minor depression. No one can escape a funk. It's something that everybody must go through in life. What happens is we have these high elevated mountaintop, joy, happiness, ecstasy, like your first love type of thing, right? Like oh my God, like the beginning stages of a beautiful relationship. Nothing like that, that puppy love, right? Nothing like that first love. What do you think happens when we experience that? All the dopamine, all the chemicals being released in your brain, right? All that wonderful thing being released in your brain, that creates this feeling, this joy, this happiness, this amazing feeling, right? And what is one thing we all have in common, guys? We want it to last forever. We want that to last forever. Now, before we get to a feeling and an emotion and something you experience, there's something called happiness, right? Happiness it's a state of mind. It's not something that just comes and goes. It's not just something that is made up only of how do you say, everything going good in your life, right? No, that's not what causes the true happiness, right? Happiness is a state of mind. So once you realize that, you understand that you have a goal for yourself. Your goal is going to be, how can I achieve the state of mind, a permanent state of mind of happiness? How can I achieve that? So no matter what happens in my life, when I'm down, when maybe I'm a little funky, when I'm tired, when I'm bored, in the end, I remember that ultimately I am a happy human being. So there's a difference between being happily at its core as a foundation. This is who you are. I am a happy person. This is what I am about. This is what I believe in. This is my state of mind is happy. My state of mind is happy. Now, today, I feel off. Today, I feel funky. Today, I feel blah. So ultimately, the goal needs to be for human beings to achieve the state of happiness, achieve the inner state of happiness. And I associate that so much with an inner state of gratitude, inner state of recognizing everything that is wonderful and beautiful in your life and being able to be grateful for it. That should bring a smile on your face and it should make you happy. Okay, so first you have to decide that you want to be happy in this life. Then you're going to start getting away from everything that takes away your happiness. You're going to start focusing on the number one thing that causes happiness, and that is you. When you are focusing on you, you have complete control over the situation. So therefore, the only way for you to achieve happiness is by yourself. Okay? Going back to my story, when did I become happy? Can I tell you guys? Because I used to drink and get sad sometimes and even cry with those people that trusted me. I had a lot of anger inside of me. I had a lot of resentment. I would blame. I wouldn't take responsibility for things, right? That the reasons why I was a F up was because of all of these reasons, right? Everything I went through as a child. So I was the furthest away from happiness. First of all, I wasn't even in charge of my life. When you're busy blaming other people, you're not in charge of your life. So we got to stop blaming people, take ownership of responsibility over our lives, so that way we can put our hands on the wheel and start driving our life to where we want to go, right? Most people, if they had a choice, that do you want to be happy or do you want to be sad? Well, of course I want to be happy, but it's impossible. Well, no, it's not. Take the blue pill or the red pill, take this pill, and you're happy. Would you do it? Yes, most people will do it. Even the hard asses, the most the most what do you call it, the people that are the hardest, the people that try to be the toughest skin, and they try to be bad, you know, like in the end, inside of them, ultimately every human being wants to be what? Happy, right? So if we had a choice, hey man, we flip of the fingers, switch of the turn of the switch, boom, let's go happy, right? But it's a lot harder than it sounds, right? So first we have to make the decision. I want to be happy in my life. That's a big decision, believe me. The moment when you actually consciously make a decision to be happy, you're going to remember that day. Going back to my story, I remember the time. I remember the day when I was happy. I was in jail. Okay? I was in county jail, Los Angeles County Jail, the day, the moment, the time, the time of my life, in my life, during that situation in my life, that's when I became happy. It didn't happen when I first went in. It didn't happen when I first arrived, right? Like I think when you first arrived, you're like, oh my God, like, no, that's the furthest away from happiness. I was blaming, I was resentful, I was angry, I was like, how the hell am I gonna get out of here? Once I gave up on wanting to get her out of here, right? Once I accepted how long I was gonna be out of there potentially, like once I accepted my life, once I accepted everything I had caused, and I decided to turn my life for the better while in there, right? That's where I began to unlock my happiness. Spending time with myself, reading, learning, studying, growing, looking for answers, thinking of how can I better myself so when I get out, I don't make the same mistakes again. Then I became happy. When I stopped worrying about what was going to happen next, when I started letting go of everything that happened before, when I started living the moment, that's when I became happy. And once I understood the concept of what is happiness and how I can be happy in one of the most miserable places on earth, I was so happy that I will bring happiness to others. Others that were fighting life, others that were fighting the unknown, that they had not even have a sentence yet. So they don't even know how long they're going to be there, right? Because there's a difference. Believe me, there is a difference between knowing how long you're going to be there, right? Because anything can happen and that can turn to a long time, okay? That's just the reality. Or you can get free. You always have that, what do you call it? That hope that you're going to be called to be let out free early. I had that hope my whole time, but I completed my whole sentence, right? And that never happened. You wait for your name to be called, right? There's always that hope. But there's some people that have no idea. And that causes stress, that causes depression, that causes anger, that causes anxiety. You're the furthest away from happiness if you don't know what the heck is going to happen with your life next. That's why I'm telling you guys, the goal of happiness is to be in charge and in control of your life. The only way you can do that is when you decide to. So there's no more blaming others. There's no more excuses. Everything is planned in your life. And that's not boring. No, that's exciting. Because when you plan in your life, you can plan a great future. You can plan a trip. You can plan to be rich. You can plan to be famous. You can plan to be beautiful. Why? Well, first of all, you figure out what you want and you plan it, and then you start following the steps to get there. Believe me, that's how it works. So I found happiness in one of the most miserable places on earth. So everything told me that the happiness was in me all along, and all I needed to do was get in touch with my inner being, my inner better person, my inner best version of myself. I needed to get in touch with that in order for me to achieve true happiness. So I achieved true happiness there. So from there, I'm familiar with everything that I did wrong in my life up to this point, and how my life was changing from that point on into where I am today. Living happy for the past 6 years. Every time that I start getting away from happy, I see where happy is, and my job is to go back to my happiness, right? That's the way it works. That's the big difference. Some people haven't discovered their happy self yet. So that's why it's so hard for them and they feel completely lost. Those are the people that need the most help. So we can first help them to identify every reason why they should be alive, every reason why they should be grateful and happy, every reason why they should be celebrating and thankful and have gratitude. But some people, we're just not on that level. We're in a completely different level where we're living our mistakes. We're living misery. We're living trouble. We're living the past. We're living the vicious cycle. We're living depression. We're living torments. We haven't discovered our happy version, our happy self, which is our better self. The goal of humanity is to achieve the inner happiness, because happiness equals love, equals care, equals community, equals unity, equals peace, equals so many different beautiful things. That way you influence everybody around you with a touch of your light, with a beacon of your spark. You're able to turn these people lives around by putting some light on their path so they know which way they're walking. And that's doing God's work. But all starts with you. You need to discover where is your happy you, where is your happy person, where is your destination of happiness. And once you do that, your job is to always stay there as much as you can, as many times as you can, as long as you can. So as soon as you start getting away from that happiness, boom, you start heading back. What can get you away from there? Negative people, bad people around you, bad influences, people who are dark, and you are not strong enough to transform these people into lightness, but they're strong enough to transform you into darkness. Okay? Not having any goals can get you there, right? Can get you to lose everything. Not having a vision for a better future for yourself, not believing in yourself, not trying hard enough, not wanting to try different things, not being creative, not expressing gratitude. All these things get you away from happiness. So be thankful, be daring. If you're afraid of something, go for it, right? Take risk. Say I love you more to yourself. Say I love you more to those you love. And learn to say I love you to those that you don't like too much, right? Give yourself the place that you deserve as well. Stop letting yourself be run over by others. Don't blame them. Blame yourself for letting them into your life, but do not let them control you, run you over, guide you, mislead you in the wrong direction. No. You are in charge of your life. So act like it. You choose who you spend your time with. You choose where to go. You choose what you do. You choose what you put in your body. You choose what you eat, what you drink, everything. How do you spend your free time says a lot about you. Let me tell you guys a tip. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. This is something very well known in business, very well known in what profession that we do. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So the way I work my business, the way I decide to go live, the way I decide to work day in and day out, whether I had a good day or a bad day, the way I decide to get up and go to work and do my best, do my 100%, the way I decide because I'm planning a future, because I have a goal for me, that's the way that goal is going to come out, right? So we need to do a better job. We need to do a better job at performing better in those things that we do in our life, because we need to do us to the fullest potential. We spend so much time doing other people, helping other people, doing things for other people, loving other people, worrying about other people, that the last thing we do is worry about ourselves. No wonder we are how we are, because no one's gonna come take care of you. That's not how life works. You gotta take care of yourself, right? And I don't mean this in some sort of ego way. I'm very specific. You need to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, right? Physically as well. So let's go into a couple of tools now that we brought this up. How to break yourself out of depression. Now that we established where happiness comes from and how happiness is unlocked, now we know we have a solution to our depression, and it is unlocking the happiness. So what tools can we use when we start feeling in a funk? First of all, you need to recognize that you are feeling down and out or in a funk. That's number one. Recognize it. Second, as soon as you recognize those symptoms, as soon as you recognize it coming, as soon as you recognize that you feel it, you need to get yourself out of it and do the complete opposite of what you feel like doing. If you feel like crying and sleeping and resting and not doing absolutely nothing, if you don't want to shower, you don't want to go out, you don't want to talk to people, the last thing you want to do is do anything with anybody. All you want to do is sleep. How do you get yourself out of that? You need to do the complete opposite. Go shower, go put on your makeup, put on your nicest clothes, go out for a walk, go out to nature, go out for a stroll, associate yourself with others, talk with somebody you trust, spill the beans, my friend. Write down everything that is bothering you and burn it somewhere safe. Bury it somewhere safe. Go hiking. Go for a trip. Go have an ice cream. Go eat your favorite food. Because I'm telling you to do all these things because the last thing you're going to want to do is that. All you're going to want to do is stay in bed, not shower, not put your makeup, go to sleep, sleep some more, watch TV, do nothing, and who knows what. Right? So the best thing that you can do is do the complete opposite of what you feel like doing when you are experiencing the depression. Okay? And that's going to help you. Try to find somebody that you can talk to and do not run away from talking with somebody you can trust. Someone positive, someone who's going to uplift you. If you don't have that person, if it's too hard for you to talk to someone, then you need to listen to the right things. Put it in your toolbox, those right audios, those right motivators, those right people that can remind you of how amazing and wonderful you are. Right? You are God's creation, made in His image. You are powerful. You are wonderful. You are amazing. You need to learn to love yourself some more. Give yourself a break. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing their success with yours. Start comparing their childhood, their partners, their wives, their spouses, their kids, their lives, their jobs, their money, their success, their business. Who cares? I don't care about anybody else's success more than I care about mine. Right? I care about what am I doing for me today to better myself, my business, my job, my surroundings, my family, my kids, my loved ones, my spirituality, my health. What the heck am I doing for myself? Start worrying more about yourself. Start loving yourself. Give yourself cookies. Accept the wins. Start recognizing the wins. Once a week, start going, okay, Sunday night, it's been a week. What did I do good this week? What did I win? What were my wins? What were all the blessings? What were all the good things? Right? I had food on my table every day. I had shelter. I had clothes. I had my spouse. I had my kids. I had them smiling. They're happy. They don't have to be tormented like I am. My kids don't have to be so bitter like I am for my life. My job is to allow them to be happy now. And if I'm leaving a bad example of what happiness is, what do you think is going to happen to them? Because they're the best little imitators ever, and they're going to duplicate everything that you teach them. And they're going to mimic you to the best of the ability. And when they do those things in front of you, you're going to feel some kind of way because like, whoa, that's not right. But you don't notice it because you do it. So stop choosing to live your life making those same mistakes that you know are not right, and start making the changes today. Start acting. That brings us to another great point. Life is not about just prayer and magic and wishing and hopeful and all the invisible things that we manifest. Life is action. We live in the world of the material of the actions. That's why people say actions speak louder than words. Because words, the audio, what I'm saying, I'm expressing what I think and what I feel. I'm expressing whatever's going on inside of me. But in the end, what do I choose to do has a lot more weight in this earth. Because that is the final outcome of my thoughts and then my voice. I thought angry, I voiced angry, and then I acted angry. So everything took down in steps. Everything started here, and then came out this way to the physical world. So before you start living the consequences of actions that you didn't want to happen, then start working on your thinking, start working on your speech, start working on your vision and all the other senses before you get into the point where you bring things to the physical world. And what I mean is that if you need to start watching and looking and observing and learning from somebody who's positive so you can break out of the negative, then do it. If you need to start listening and using that sense, the sense of hearing, to start listening to positive from someone who's different than you because you're negative, then start doing it. If you need to start walking like this person, walk like this person. The demeanor, the posture, the way that you take care of yourself, the way that you eat, where do you spend your free time? Right? If you can do anything in this world, anything at any time, if you have the freedom to do anything, what would it be? Right? It's important that you have this in here in your head. It's important that you think about this. Right? Most people don't think about it because they know that they can't reach it, and just the fact that they convince themselves they can't reach it, they never will. But what about those people that know that they can't reach it right now, but they have a goal? My goal is that eventually I will get there because that's where I want to go, because I have a GPS that's taking me there step by step. It's simple. Anywhere you want to go, you have to start here and get there. Anywhere. A kid is born, learns to walk, learns to run, then becomes this athlete, right? But is a child born an athlete? Maybe. He has all the capacities, he has the potential, but unless he develops it, he'll never be there. You want to be a leader? You can be a leader. Develop it. You want to be a public figure? You can develop it and you can be it. Anything you want in life, you can achieve it if you really want it. First of all, if you decide that you want it and you're going to pursue it, and you decide to be serious and you're going to stick with it and be patient. It's not easy, my friends, but you have to decide and you have to keep going. So to break out of depression, you need to do the complete opposite of what you feel like doing when you are depressed. You need to start associating with good people, good things, good audios, good books, good food, good everything. Positive, positive, positive. Stay away from the negative. You got to learn to understand, where is your happy you? Where is that happy me? How can I find happiness no matter where I am, even if I was in jail? If put that as a saying, even if I was in jail, I would be happy because blah, 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 blah. Learn to be grateful and appreciate everything you have in your life. Learn to be grateful, appreciate everything you have in your life. Start with everything. Your roof, your food, shelter, your clothes, your health, your beauty, your flexibility, your muscles, your strengths, your children, your wife, your parents, your in-laws, your brother, your sisters, your cousins, your uncles, your friends, your neighbors, your services, your Wi-Fi, your phone, your book, your pencil, your pen, your instrument, your job, your bosses, your employees, absolutely everything, even the good, even the bad. Throw it all in a pile. Be grateful for everything in your life, and I promise you that your life is going to change. Be grateful for everything in your life, and I promise you that your life is going to change. Start thinking of all the blessings, right? Start thinking of all the blessings, and you're going to be okay, right? And then also at the same time, start making a list of all the things that bother you, all those things that get in your way, all those things that are affecting you. Start figuring out what the heck is going on inside, and get rid of that. Burn it, bury it, get rid of that. Do that. That don't think it's corny. Do that magical, getting rid of, releasing that negativity from your life. Stop substituting it with material things. Stop substituting it with alcohol or drugs. Stop substituting happiness and feeling better for a second just so you can dip back out. That's one of the worst things about drugs. They take you high and then they let you go. Back to where? Back to reality. And that's the biggest problem. You need to learn to be happy in your reality, in your state, and no matter what, no matter where you are. You're ready to die? I'm gonna die. I'm happy that I'm gonna die. My mission is completed. I'm on to the next level. What can I do? What can I say? I'm powerless. Powerless. You're incarcerated. I'm powerless. They took away my freedom. Here I am. I'm gonna learn to be happy here. And just the thought of that is gonna make you happy. Because every human being can be happy no matter where they are, wherever they are, at any circumstance. The happiness is something that is a state of mind. So, I don't want to take more of you guys' time. Thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful live on Monday. I hope that you appreciated the live. Please share it with whoever can use it. Heart it, like it, share it, comment. Leave me in your comments what was your favorite part of the video, please. Tell me where you're watching from, right? I always forget to ask you guys in the beginning, support me so I can continue getting out there to many people, because I know that there's many of us that can use a little pep talk once in a while to get us back on track so we can enjoy our life to the fullest. And we can change lives and change the world by changing ourselves. All right, guys, my name's Raul. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to end the live now for my Instagram. I'm going to end the live now for my Facebook. Peace.